You want to just talk about the difference between the first period and the rest of the game?
Yeah, it was a tough start to the game. I think my preparation was not perfect. They changed up the times a couple of times, so I was sleeping when they told me it was a warm-up in 30 minutes. So it felt like I was not really in the right place mentally in the first period. I was fighting it a little bit, but it felt like I really calmed down in the second and third period and played my game. But it was fun, already walking out to warm-ups. It was just a great feeling, and taking in the crowd's reaction, and you definitely felt like, yeah, it was a very special moment. So I really enjoyed it.
Hank, it looked like at the end of the game there, coming off the ice, you're waving to the fans and stuff. You looked like you're having a great time. Great relief, obviously, great win. Nice to get that goal support up front for you yourself today. But just talk about the overall experience here. Obviously, playing in Philly outdoors, but what was it like being in hometown New York Yankee Stadium today?
It was, like I said, walking out to warm-ups, taking it all in, and it was just a great feeling, exciting feeling. And a proud moment too, walking out here in front of all the fans, and such a special building or stadium. And I'm just happy the way we recovered. After they scored a third one, it was a challenge to stay positive, and you had a couple of thoughts there where, why today? You definitely look for a great start in a game like this. So you get going, you get confidence, and you build your game. Today we got challenged in a big way, but the way we responded was just great to see, and I think our second period was outstanding, the way we were playing and making decisions all over the ice, and we made them pay on a few mistakes they made, and we just played a really smart game, I think.
Hank, is it tough watching a fellow goalie deal with what Marty was, especially on such a big stage?
Well, I think we both felt it in the first period. Pucks were bouncing all over the place, and it was just tough to be in the right place. That was my feeling in the first period. But I also felt like I was not really on my toes playing my game, and that's why it felt like that. But it was a lot of deflections and some weird plays in front. But you have to expect that in a game like this. But as the game moved on, I felt like I settled down, and my confidence started coming back as well. So I'm just happy I recovered, and as a team we recovered after that start. And we talked about it the other day. This is such a special game. You want to think back at this game as a great memory, and the only way to have a great memory, you have to win the game. So I'm really happy we took care of business today.
Henrik, you had your special moment outdoors in Philly when you saved that late penalty shot against Danny Briere. For Matt Zuccarello to come into this building and score 2 goals, considering how hard he's worked, how special is that for you to see your teammate do that?
It felt like we had so many guys step up to the plate today and score some big goals and made some great plays throughout the game. And Zuck was obviously one of our key guys today, and he's been that way for the entire season. I feel like, coming up with big plays, making smart decisions with the puck, and he works hard all over the ice. And so far this year, he's just been so good for this team. And yeah, he had a really strong game. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, you mentioned the deflected goals, but with Marty giving up 6 and leaving the game after the second period, has a lot of records. I don't know what your relationship with him is, but how do you feel about that? You feel bad for him that a big stage like this, he was looking forward to this, that he ends up not finishing the game?
Well, I'm not going to lie. When they scored the third one, I had a bad feeling about it. And my first thought was, am I going to be able to finish this game? And then you kind of just regroup and you tell yourself, I need to stop the next shot. That's it. There's no other way to do this. And of course, as you know what other goalies go through mentally when things go against you. So of course you feel for him, and he couldn't finish the game. But it was a tough game for him to play. We had a lot of odd man rushes, and there was some really tough plays. And for a goal in a game like this, you just want some shots, and you want to feel good about yourself and your game. And it was just that type of game where you didn't face that many shots. It was just, we took advantage of some mistakes they made, and it was just tough for him to come up with saves there. But yeah, I'm just the difference for us, I think, in the second and third period, we just controlled the middle of the ice in our own end a lot better. So for me to be in right position, it was a lot easier. So I love that about our game as it moved on.
Hank, yesterday he practiced empty stadium. As a goaltender, with all the fans, all the different colors, it's different when it's outside as opposed to in indoor arena. How do you maintain your angles and your focus with everything that's going on?
Well, it is a challenge. That's why my first period was not that great. But I feel like when they drop the puck, you don't look up. You just look on the ice. You kind of focus on the puck, and you try not to be aware too much of what's going on outside the rink. But throughout the game, you have moments where you take it all in, and especially the second half when we build that lead, and you can really enjoy everything around the rink, and maybe you listen to the crowd a little bit more than the first half of the game where you try to be more focused. But it was definitely a different game compared to the Philly one where it was, down to the second. But today we were able to really, come out hard in the second and scored some big goals in this game. So it was a different feel, and third period was more about just being smart, and we really did the things we talked about.
Henrik, were you out on the ice before the game, and did you notice the sun glare? Was there a problem with it?
No, warm-ups was fine. I was out there when the sun was still up, and that was hard to see. So they told us probably warm-ups around 2:30. So I went to sleep, and then they come and told me it was warm-ups in 30 minutes. So it was kind of I was half asleep. Mentally, I was somewhere else, so I had to regroup a little bit. But again, I'm happy personally that I managed to get my game together in the second, third period, and as a group as well. We really played strong in the second half of this one.